Hi viewers, as you all know that I am Krishna. Today I would like to discuss or I would like to give you some fundamentals for programming in MATLAB. So MATLAB is a matrix laboratory, expanded as matrix laboratory, and it is being released for an year in two versions by the company mathworks.com. So the first version released is named as, for example, in the year of 2024 January, the version released is 2024A, and in the year of 2024 June, the another latest version is going to be released by the same company, which is named as 2024B. So I would like to give a brief demonstration on how to do the programming in MATLAB. For this, first I would like to open up with my MATLAB screen. So first, give a double click on the MATLAB icon which is present on the screen of your system. So here you can see my MATLAB. So this is my MATLAB screen, so where you can find out MATLAB R2009A. So if you are using R2013, then you can go with 2013A or 13B. Likewise, whatever may be the MATLAB that you have installed will be on your screen. So once you double click on it, it going to gives you a dialog box like this, and for a minute it gets open up in this manner. So there you can see 4 different windows on your screen. So starting on to your left, you can see the first one, current directory, and in the middle, command window, and on to the right you can find 2 different windows. One is workspace and other one is command history. So here the purpose of each and every screen is that in the current directory, likewise in olden days we used to have telephone directory, right? So there you will be having each person name and his phone number or her phone number. Likewise, whatever the folder that you have set in the current directory will show you the list of all the items that are present in that directory. So for that purpose we have to use the current directory. And in the second one, it is command window, so where you are going to do the programming roughly, or you can mostly use this window to see the results of your programs. And the third window is workspace. So whatever the variables that you have created or whatever the uses that you have been done will be shown here, and those values, those variable names along with values, and if it is a matrix, then what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value, all will be seen here. And the last window is command history. So whatever the words or whatever the letters that you use to type in the command window will be present in the history. So this history cannot be cleared, so that you can recover the data whenever you want. Okay, so that is the purpose of each and every directories or windows in the MATLAB. So for doing programming in MATLAB for Power System Simulation Lab, so the first and foremost thing is you have to set all these 4 windows to be visible. Suppose as soon as you open up the MATLAB screen, if any one of the window is failed to display, then automatically go here on the top of your screen, you can see desktop. So on the desktop you can come for desktop layout and then go for default. Then automatically you can see all the 4 screens. If anything is not present, it will be worked out. See, for example, I am clicking close on workspace. So now there is no workspace, only 3 windows are there, in which the first one is current directory, second one is command window, and the last one is command history. Suppose for working up I need my workspace also, so do the process that I have initiated to you. Desktop, go for desktop layout, click on default, then it will be giving you all the 4 windows. You can see it, am I right? So apart from these 4 windows, there will be an editor window also in MATLAB that I will be explaining you whenever it is required. So now you can see all these 4 windows, right? So starting with creation, or first, as I said, MATLAB is going to have different types of version. So in order to know your current version that you are using, so type version in command window and then press enter. See, it is giving me that R2009A is my version that I am using now. So this is the version released in the year 2009, A in the sense in the month of Jan or Feb. Okay, if it is 2009 B, then it may be released in the month of June or July, but in the same year 2009. Okay, so after this, firstly I would like to start with variable creations. So how to create a variable in your MATLAB, right? So you know C programming that you have completed in your first year itself. So there you are going to start something in C. After opening, you will be typing hash include stdio.h, so and so, defining integers, etc., etc., and then printf, etc., get, close. But all these are not necessary. Single straight line forward, single straight one, just type a equal to 1. Okay, so now what is this means? A is a variable and 1 is the value assigned to that variable. Okay, so now you see, before clicking enter, you can see workspace. It is very clear that nothing is present, only ans is a variable that is already present and its value is R2009A, because we have used a command called version and we have pressed it out. So it has given the version title or version name, and I did not give any variable to save it. So MATLAB itself defaultly creates a variable called ans answer and it has stored in it. However, it is rewritable. Okay, so now I have typed a equal to 1 and I am pressing enter. So now you see a equal to 1 is a variable created. You can see it clearly in workspace. A is a variable created and its value is 1, and its minimum value is also 1 and maximum value is also 1, because I have created single variable, right? So a equal to 1, similarly b equal to some 2, but I don't want to display. So in order not to display, I have to terminate that line with a semicolon. So b equal to 2, terminated. So now what is the difference? If you see, previously a equal to 1 is displayed in your command window, but now b equal to 2 is created but not displayed. So how can I say that it is created? You can see it in workspace that b is a 1 which is created and its value is 2, right? So likewise you can create n number of variables, whatever the data you want. Okay, so you can see now again one more variable, c equal to 3 and ad equal to 5. You can see that not a variable is not limited with a single letter. You can use a string of letters also. Suppose I am saying that ABC is a variable, use it. Now I say hi, hello. So I can store this type of values also. See, I did not terminate with a semicolon and hence it is displayed. So if you want to create a variable with a numerical value, you can create it directly, but if you want to create with a string of characters, then you can give that string of characters in between a single quote. Okay, so these are the different variables that I have created till now. So I have created 1, 2, 3, 4 variables, a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3, ad equal to 5. So with the numericals, and one more variable abc with a string of characters, hi, hello. Okay, so now you can perform the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, transpose, determinant, rank, inverse, etc. all this type of mathematical operations on the given matrices. So here for example s equal to a plus b, let us assume. So here I am performing addition operation. So in order to perform addition operation in your C, you have to write down for loop or something like that. But here a single straight line, which is nothing but s equal to a plus b. So in this line, a is a already created variable and b is also a already created variable, in which a is having a value of 1 and b is having a value of 2. So now by performing the addition, you know the resultant is 3 and that 3 is going to be stored in s. Okay, so if you want, you can see the answer by just typing s equal to a plus b. So if you give semicolon, it will be created and it will be stored in s. But if you want to see the output parallelly, don't give a semicolon but press enter. So now you can see the answer s equal to 3. Am I right? So can I conclude that it is very easy for doing the program in MATLAB when compared to C or C++ or your Java also recently. So within a single line you cannot do the matrix multiplication or matrix division, subtraction, addition, etc. So here up to now I have seen or up to now I have shown you only with the thing what is called only with small numbers, but now I am going to start up the creation with so d equal to b minus a. So here I am going to perform subtraction operation. So likewise some e equal to a star b. So this is going to do the multiplication operation. So 1 into 2 is nothing but 2. Am I right? So likewise you can do the number of operations. In a similar manner I can go with the creation of matrices. So as you know the matrix laboratory, so I am going to create a variable AF equal to bracket open. So first give the all the elements in first row by separating with spaces. Do remember MATLAB is free with spaces. Even though you give 1000 spaces in between one and the other value, it will be treated as a single space itself. But do remember MATLAB is case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive in the sense if you use small letter to retrieve, you have to use the same small letter. So I have typed here AF, both the letters are in small. So once I want to recall it, I have to use small AF only. If I go with capital A or capital F or capital AF, then it cannot be. So that is what I am going to say MATLAB is case sensitive. So I am going to create a matrix of 2 by 2 matrix. So 2 by 2 means it is going to have 2 rows and 2 columns of consisting of totally 4 variables. So AF, so first row first element is 1, first row second element is 2, and I am going to terminate that row. So for termination I have to give a semicolon. Next third column, second row, it is 5, 8, and after that I am going to close with a square bracket, and if you press enter you can see the matrix AF equal to 1, 2, 5, 8. Similarly you can see that AF is a matrix created and it is stored in the workspace. Am I right? So 1, 2 is the first row and 5, 8 is the second row. Similarly AG equal to again one more matrix. Here I am going to use 2, 5 semicolon some 7, 9. So I am going to close it. Am I right? So here I am not going to give the here I am going to give the semicolon, so that what is going to happen, the matrix AG is created, which you can see in your MATLAB here. Am I right? So it is going to have 2 by 2 matrix, and the values are 2, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so you can see it here in workspace 2, 5, 7, 9. Suppose if you want to perform addition or subtraction or multiplication, both the matrices should be of same size. So here matrix AF and matrix AG both are taken in same size. Am I right? Both are of 2 by 2. Not only 2 by 2, you can go with 3 by 3 or 6 by 6 or 100 by 100, whatever it may be. Am I right? So now I am performing an operation H equal to AF plus AG. So you can see the answer. Am I right? So likewise J equal to AF minus AG. So this is subtraction. So after subtraction, if the values are minus, it will be stored in minus itself. So you can see the matrices in parallel with your workspace window. So H, J, all those are being there. Am I right? So similarly some OL equal to AF star AG, which is nothing but multiplication. So it has been done. Am I right? So now I am going to create FDS equal to a 3 by 3 matrix. 1 space 2 space 3, 4 space 5 space 6 gives the second row, and the third row 7, 8, 5. So closing with a semicolon. So it is created. Similarly I am going to create DSA, one more matrix. So as I said, MATLAB is free with spaces. Even though I give 1000 number of spaces also, it will be treated as a single space itself. So now both the matrices are created, right? So if you want, you can perform the multiplication, addition, subtraction, division, etc., etc. Suppose I want to find out the inverse of a matrix. So let us take FDS is a matrix of 3 by 3, that is, it is consisting of 9 elements. So U is a variable, I have taken it, and I want to find out inverse. INV is the command. So open the bracket and type FDS. So for FDS matrix I want inverse, and that inverse is to be calculated, and the result is going to be saved in a variable called U. So you can see the answer. So here in workspace also in parallel you can see. So U is created now recently, and it is going to show the value of inverse for the given matrix. Okay. So likewise, if you want Y equal to determinant of another matrix DSA, so it is giving me the answer, right? Yes, R equal to transpose of, suppose I am taking OL. So OL is 16, 23, 66, 97. So here you can see, am I right? OL means 16, 23, 66, 97. So here if you see the answer, what is going to happen? 16, 66, 23, 97. That is, all the rows are placed as columns and all the columns are placed as rows. Am I right? So that is nothing but transpose. So in a similar manner you can do the operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, determinant, inverse, transpose. All this I have shown you now. Am I right? So next, now I will explain you some commands. So WHO, who, is a command which is used to give the list of variables till now you have created in MATLAB. So you just type who and press enter. So my variables, your variables are A, AD, AG, AB, B, D, E, H, O, L, S, Y, ABC, AF, ANS, C, DSA, FDS, J, R, U. This number of variables till now I have created. Suppose E is going to have some value and I don't know what is the answer that is stored in E. So in order to retrieve in C, again you have to run your program, you have to check out your result, etc., etc. But in MATLAB, straightforward, you just type E and press enter, it will give you the answer. Whatever the answer that is stored in the variable E, it will be displayed directly. Okay. So likewise, I want it in B, then type B and press enter. D, you type press enter. J, press enter. Whatever may be, it will be displayed. Okay. So one more command I will explain you now. Whose, WHOS. Whose is a variable which is where you can see who is a variable. Who is a command which is giving you the list of variables. But the difference between who and whose is, whose will give the list of variables. Along with that, it will be giving you the value, type, etc., etc. So now you can see it on the screen. Whose. So apart from list of variables, only names, it is also giving you the size, bytes, class, attributes, etc. Am I right? Whereas the variable who is going to give you only the list of variables, but not the size, bytes and class. I think you got the difference between the commands who and whose. Am I right? So now one more line I will help you. Who, A star. So A star means whatever the variables are there, I don't want all the variables, only the variables that are starting with A and ending with any number or any letter. Okay. So now you see the difference. Only the variables that have been started with A are going to be displayed. So we have created B, C, D, E, G, H, etc., R, S, U, Y, but all these are not given in the list now. So the difference is I have asked the variables that I have created, among that select the variables which are starting with A. Okay. Similarly, you can give in a reverse manner also. Who star A, that is whatever may be the starting letter, but the ending letter of that variable must be A. So that list only A and DSA. These two are the variables that have been ended with the letter A. Okay. So this is a little bit knowledge on creation of variables, performing mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, determinant, inverse, transpose, etc. So I have explained you, and at last I want to say you one thing: t equal to 5 plus 3i. So not only a single numerical, you can use complex notations also in a straightforward manner. Okay, so here you can see. So t equal to 5 plus 3i is the value that I have typed and given, and it is displaying 5.0000 plus 3.0000i. So that is the format short. Again I want to see the same in format long. Then type format space long and press enter. Then again a t. So now you can see the difference. All the 16 digits after point will be displayed. Suppose I want it in a short, then only format short. So now again I am pressing T. So you can see the result, the change. If you want all the 16 digits after dot or point, you can use the format long. If you are running with short, then you can go with format short. Yeah. Then here if you see a scroll bar is there from top to bottom, am I right? So this is a command window where you have performed all these operations, but once if you close the MATLAB, all this gets erased. So that is the drawback by using command window for doing the operations. So instead of doing the operations in command window, you have to go for editor window. See, while teaching the class on the board, you people may write it on a paper, but you may have 100% of chances to lose that paper. So if you lose that paper, you cannot recall the information that you have listened in the class and you have made a note. So for this purpose, what you are going to do, instead of writing it in a paper, you are going to make a note in notebook. Am I right? So likewise here also we have editor window. So editor window, whatever the thing that you are going to do, it will be stored as a book in your system. So whenever you want, you can again come on to your my computer local disk C or local disk D, and you can go to that particular folder and you can open it up. Okay, that's the advantage. I will show you the editor window. So file, new, blank M file. So this is a new editor window, and you can type your program here, and you can go to file and you can go save as, so that it will be saved in that particular history. Okay, that is the purpose of editor window. So there is a shortcut to open this editor window. So this one you can see under file, new M file. So don't click on file icon, you just click on new M file also, it will be opening up in editor window. Okay, so that is the editor window. Here if you do these type of operations and you can run, see here there is a green color button, save and run. Even though you forget to save, it will automatically save, and then only it will be run, and the resultant output will be displayed on your command window. Okay, then see here we have used a scroll bar from top to bottom to move, and you can see whatever the thing that you have done here. So here I am going to explain a new command, home. So home, just if I press enter, then automatically see what is going to happen. Whatever the thing that is there before typing home, you cannot see now because it is just a fresh page. So if you want to see the old, then you can go with this scroll bar. Suppose you are doing something and some faculty may enters your chair, then you can you don't want to show that type of things, then just type home and press enter, so that whatever the thing that you have done will be closed up and a fresh page will be opened. Okay, then now I am going to create a variable q equal to magic of 5 or magic of 10. So here magic is a command which is going to create a matrix of size 10 by 10, magic of n. If the n is taken as 10, then a 10 by 10 matrix will be created and it will be stored in Q. So here I am not going to, 10 by 10 matrix means it consists of 100 elements. I am not going to specify all the values of 100, so it will be taken randomly. So not randomly, to say that it will start with the first number 1 and the last number 10. So from 1 square to 10 square. So 1 square is 1 and 10 square is 100. So in between 1 to 100 it will be randomly creating 10 rows with 10 columns, and it will be stored in a matrix called Q. You can see it. Am I right? Since I have not given a semicolon, it has been displayed. Am I right? So this is the advantage of creating a larger size matrices. So magic. So if you want help, you can ask directly help space magic and press enter. So magic square, magic of n is an n by n matrix constructed with 1 through n square, 1 to 10 square, that is 1 to 100 with equal rows and equal columns and diagonal sums. Okay, so that is what. If you want more, you can go with clicking here doc magic, and you can see something more knowledge on it. Okay, suppose in this matrix of Q I am having 10 by 10 matrix. I want to know the 5th row 7th element. Then how can it, if you can go with counting 5th row 7th, okay, because it is only 10 by 10. If it is of 1000 by 1000, then it is obviously difficult, right? So for that, Q bracket open 5 comma 7 and close the bracket. So this first letter indicates the row number and the second number indicates the column number. So now 5th row 7th column, what it is? So first row 92, second row 98, third row 4, fourth row 85, 5th row 86, and the third column 25, 6th column 61, and 7th column it is 68. Am I right? So you can see the answer directly. So Q of 5 comma 7. So in a similar manner, Q of some 8 comma 6. I can get the answer directly. Yes. So that is the advantage of using MATLAB when compared to other. So like magic, you can also use Pascal. So I am going W equal to Pascal of 5. Then you see. Yes. So it is a 5 by 5 matrix created. So if you want more knowledge, help space Pascal. So Pascal is a matrix of symmetric positive, so in a triangular manner made from Pascal's triangle. Okay, so you can see this, you can read this type of help. The size of the matrix. Suppose I want to know the size of matrix. So size of W. So W is a matrix, you know. So I want to know its size. So it is 5 by 5. That means it consists of 5 rows and 5 columns. Suppose size of Q. It is a 10 by 10. Size of A. It is a 1 by 1 matrix. Like that. Okay. So that is about basics in MATLAB. So one more thing I will explain you. CLC. Do remember, I am not going to type that command now. CLC, help space CLC. So CLC means it clears the command window. Whatever the thing that you have used till now, you have seen so many pages, right? So all this will be cleared if you use the command CLC. So I will be using now, don't ask me again, CLC. So now you can also find out in workspace, there are so many variables with so many values, but all this will be cleared now. Am I right? So CLC. So everything is cleared, nothing is there in command window. Am I right? So if you want, I can retrieve by seeing in workspace. Okay. So CLC. Now everything again clear. There is no scroll bar to move top to bottom also. This is the major difference. The entire board taught by the faculty will be cleared by using this simple 3 letters CLC. Okay. Suppose x equal to 1:10. So here the first one indicates starting number and last digit 10 indicates last one with a uniform size of 1. Create a single row matrix with starting letter 1 and ending letter 10 with equal division, means 10 equal divisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is a single row. Instead of typing all this 10, it is so easy, right? So I am going to take matrix y equal to 1 is 1 2 3 6 5 4 9 7 8 9, closing the bracket. So it may has taken some time, am I right? So to create one row matrix, but the simple one is 1 is to 1 is to 10. Not only you can go with 1 is to so taking z equal to 1 is to 2 is to some 20, then also it is created, right? So likewise you can create. So in order to multiply, you need size must be same, am I right? So don't forget, you cannot multiply x and y or y and z or x and z, because all these are single row matrix with 10 columns. So for 1 by 10 you have to take 10 by 1 matrix. So how can I get a 10 by 1 matrix? S equal to transpose of y. Yes, now the size of S is 10 by 1, whereas the size of x is 1 by 10. So now you can multiply s and x. So I am taking d equal to s star x. It is the result. Okay. So likewise you can perform all these operations. Okay. So I have explained you all, I think so. This is the basics that are required for doing matrix operations in your MATLAB. But now I am moving with your matrix laboratory. So there, firstly, after going on to your screen on your MATLAB, you have to set all the 4 windows. So what is the way to set all these 4 windows? Click on the desktop, go with desktop layout, and then click on default. Okay. So then you can get this. And then the next step, as soon as you enter into your MATLAB for power system simulation lab, you have to set this one current directory. Okay, this one current directory. Okay, how to set? So here there are 3 dots. So if you click on these 3 dots, it will be showing you browse for folder. It will open with a new dialog box. See, so there you have to set your Wednesday or Thursday FN, Wednesday AN, like that. So I have set a variable called folder called power on my desktop. So likewise, if it is in local disk D, then you can go there and you can click it on. Likewise, I have set it on power. So then press OK. So now you can see whatever the programs or whatever the files that are present in the folder power will be shown in your current directory. Previously I did not set, so it has been shown empty, but now I have set, so it is showing here everything. Okay, so that is the thing, whatever the program that you have performed will be saved in this current folder power. Okay, so in order to do the program, it is not suitable to do it in command window, as the reason that I have said, if you quit the MATLAB, the screen will be closed or the software will be shut down, am I right? So it is nothing but writing in a paper and throwing it in a dustbin. So if you want to save it, you have to write it in a notes, am I right? So in order to write it in a notes, you have to go with editor window. How can you open the editor window? So going to file, click on blank new M file, or else directly click on new M file. It will be open up, am I right? So do the program here and then go with file save as, or else directly click on the run button. It will defaultly ask you to save, and it will be showing the power folder defaultly. So there, instead of untitled 3 or untitled 1, you can rename it, but do remember MATLAB is case sensitive, and then starting alphabet, the starting name of the file must be an alphabet. It should not be a numeric. If it is a numeric, it will be treated as calling function and the output will not be shown. Okay, the program will not be executed. So the starting letter must be an alphabet. However, the second, third and the last till, you can keep either numeric or anything, but the first one must be an alphabet. So experiment exp1, like that. You can type and you can press on save, so that that corresponding one will be stored in power folder. And whenever you come back in the next week, if you if the faculty gets doubt I think you do not perform experiment 1, then you can go with the corresponding folder as your current directory, and you can make it open and you can run it and you can show it. Am I right? So that is the advantage. Okay, so with this I am closing the session. If you have any doubt, you can reach me through my WhatsApp channel or through my YouTube channel. Okay, so thanks for watching. In the next video I would like to explain about the different experiments that you are going to do in your MATLAB. Okay, thank you one and all. Thank you viewers for sparing your valuable time in going through my lecture.